Hello and welcome. Some of my most popular tunes are the two Jimmy Yancey tunes. I will post them here up in the corner. Why? Because they have plenty of melody and are easy to play, which is a great combination. And I hope this one is just in the same category. Hope you like it as much. Enjoy! Hello and welcome, friends of easy but tasteful blues piano. This piece has a little difficulties technically. We have a lovely, slowly strolling left hand, and we have a melodious melody. So I will take this opportunity to make you aware of how much the right finger setting can save you time and eliminate unnecessary sources for mistakes. In small, I can already show you this, what I'm talking about, in the first line. That's easy to understand. Of course, you will then say, yeah, I knew that one. But the same principle applies to many situations where you would not think yourself of this risk. For example, we have this. I start with the fifth finger, and this allows me to have, for the first phrase, not to move my hand. All fingers are placed in natural position. And I knew that from the start because I looked a little bit ahead. If we had at some point had to play the A, I would have started with the fourth finger, that I could have done this one. So I looked a little bit ahead, how far do I have to go, and then adjusted my hand. Here, because I want to avoid this one. This is always a source of, first, you cannot tie it, so it doesn't sound good, but it's also when you're busy looking at the same time with the right hand to sort of, but you have much more control like this. Okie dokie. So we go on. Same applies for the phrase in F. Here. First I look ahead. Is there an A coming? Is there's no A coming? I play 3-5. And again, you see? And now comes this little jump up. You see? Or even worse, you use the usual piano student would use the fourth finger, the next one, and then he has a source for a mistake because he has to let go and is not in control of what's coming here. He has to take his eyes down on the keys, and this jump is a risk. Where against, I come here. I know I have to jump up, so I use the first finger down here, and then beautiful. It's full control. Again, I have my regular span here to tie these notes and to eliminate easy mistakes, because these are mistakes you can avoid just by the right finger setting. Now up. And here, I am here. I'm still in control, and now of course I have to let go. So this is the first difficulty. To get this jump, first time you have to let go of the keys and hit the right notes an octave down. Same thing, next phrase. We have to play this one. The regular piano student would not think at this point where he would go. He would start maybe with the fourth finger and then would say, oh damn, and this is much more awkward to play than if I started from the beginning with the third finger here. And now my fifth finger is already here. And I just have to stretch out the thumb, which is very well possible and easy to manage the span. And you see everything's in place. Now the third finger is here. What the beginner also does is he's in tension at this position and his fingers go up, like he's playing this, because he thinks this is hell for him and is putting him under enormous tension when in fact there is no reason. But he would still, because this is a new note and this seems to him like from California beach to Australia, this stretch, and he would go all crazy and lift this finger. So now this finger is in the air and it has to find its place again. It was here and the finger was here already, but the tension made it go up, and so he can't now has it's possible that he does this mistake or play this or something. Anyway, he lost control of the key. It's not stay on the key whenever possible. So everything is in place. Here, everything is here. And now on the last one, we could because we want to go down here. Then we do a silent change of finger setting. Very common also in classical, everywhere, like. And now, because I have to go down, I change to the 5th. Okay. This is important for you to understand because so many mistakes by amateurs, beginners, are made unnecessarily when there's no reason. There's enough reason to do mistakes. Fast runs, jumps. So don't do the easy mistakes when you just have to take the natural finger setting. Now, here I started with the 1st finger and I have to, but I see a little bit later, I have to be here. So, I check up, yes, the E is the highest note. And I have to go down here. So, I start the phrase with the 3rd finger. Whoa, that is just lovely. Here. And I believe, and I know that you can, after like a couple of minutes, you could even play this blindly, which you cannot do if you have to change the finger setting because you were not aware, you didn't pay attention in the beginning where it's going. If you started here, let's say, and then you would have to do this. It's a jump. And this is blindly much harder than if you put attention just from the 1st note. Now, change your finger setting because we have to go up. There we have to go. And now, watch this. Now here. So, remember, we come from here. Hold on. So, natural position. Next phrase is going up. There is a little rest. I use this time, prepare. And now comes the thing that I was talking about in the first couple of bars. Now I see an A coming up. Usually I would now play this. And now this the music demands this one. It's not natural. It would be much nicer if we could do it like this. You cannot tie these. So I know that, and that's why I use the 2nd finger here. Then I have 2, 4 here, and I'm all settled for this one. And there's only one thing now. The first difficulty actually in this phrase is this. But it's not even a real difficulty, so yeah, you can let go here and then you do this. Hardly any movement of the hand, and I feel quite safe. Stay in control of the keys. I repeated this, I already told you this in my short video on my sheet music page, where there's why finger settings and what is a natural finger setting. The natural finger setting is how God made your hand. That like here, the natural finger setting is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Like how your hand is falling there in a relaxed position. Now, yet the student, and not just the student, I know not always want to bicker on just the students, because it's natural to use not the natural finger setting, but to use the strongest finger. So many, if they should play a C, E, and a G, don't play it like this, but this, like this. Because you remember my term, the raptor fingers? The raptor. The raptor has these strong fingers here. So, and but we are playing pianos, we are piano raptors. And the piano raptors, they are sophisticated raptors. We also don't eat human meat. I believe the dinosaurs also didn't, but I heard there are some movies who claim that. Now, So where was I? Or they would play this one. When in fact, this is the best one to stay in control of the situation. Okay, let's see the next example. Now we have this thing, which is kind of a chorus, kind of a shout along, and Christian plays wrong on the first try. Where are we? Ah, yeah. First, as I played in my performance, you can, give the left hand a little bit more, that everybody feels, it's the fun piece here. In general, I would also say it's not really a sad piece. It feels rather mellow, a little bit uplifting even here. So there's not much drama. It's a nicely told little story from the countryside. And here we have this thing. And then we want to go up, right? Here. So we have a jump here. Now, what I suggest is, or one possibility is you play the natural finger setting here and then do this jump. Or you do this jump here and then you have control here. See what I mean? Know what I mean? Governor? So, and then we have the same in F. When you're here now and you play the F thing, mistake. Cause then you have to let go and somehow play this. So then I suggest you play an F, you play the 1 and 2 here, cause you have to do control. So control, it's this one, and it repeats. You see? And then I suggest this finger setting. Why? We come from here, and then we have to play these notes. And we want to stay in touch with the keyboard as much as possible. That means control. So I suggest here, we are here. Now take the first one here, set the 3 over, so you, boom, boom. Again, staying in touch means you could much easier play it blindly because your fingers never lose touch with the keyboard. I know many of you say, Christian, I have my own finger settings. Yeah, okay. These are just my suggestions, and if your own finger settings do the same job, fine. Stick to them, don't change them, because then every time again you have to think about, what finger setting? And that makes you interrupt the piece or is a source of mistakes, for mistakes. Okay? Now, the next thing we have here. Again, I see I have to play the A here. So I don't start with the 5th one, because I want to avoid this. Because students then play, or sometimes this, but this one is more control. And here we have the A. Yeah? Then we go up. Here, and I am here on this one where I want to be, because there is this one coming now. One. So sometimes at the beginning of the phrase, you must change the finger according to what is coming. The point is, write that down. Write that down. If you have the sheet music, you just write it into the sheet music, but I have finger settings in the sheet music. But remember that it really makes life easier for you, I promise you. But this is something YouTube students, it needs discipline, nah? To do what the teacher says and think, I played my way, I played my way. You can, if you want to waste and squander the valuable summertime on making mistakes, that's of course your own business. Now we have this. Okay, so this is the last bit I explain, and then there's really, it's just repeats, and the rest I want you to do. You do the right choice. Now we have this little run here in the second chorus. What do I see? I see I have to go up to here and I have to play a couple of notes. That means I could play it like Donkey Kong Next Door. I could play it like not thinking, I play just the next note with the next finger. And now I'm in trouble. I have to do this jump. Risky. See, that happens. So I do one undersetting here. And then look at this. I have it everything. Ooh, and just because I have this first undersetting, I never lose touch with the keyboard. Undersetting, and here I have all my fingers left to do this one. Well, there is now one, while I see this, so, you know the slides, there's one with the fourth and fifth finger. If you're choosing this because it's easy to play, then you can skip the two finger slide here, which I did accidentally. I wanted to avoid it for you, but I just couldn't resist. So it's in there, it's in the recording. But this is not so easy for many, so you can just play. Yeah, this thing you can skip and just play the regular G. This counts for all slides. For the start, you can skip these, but I strongly recommend you practice these because you want to play blues piano, and this is the blues piano sound. So practice this and later include it in your playing. Okay, then comes the next thingy, and the chorus again. So basically, I told you everything necessary. We have one moment here and one moment in time. We have one moment in time where you have to play actually this one. If you ask me, then this is the hardest bit in the piece. Why? Because you have to let go here. It's just the third bar before the end. And there's no way. I have to catch this one. I cannot tie it unless I would do this one and then play, which looks a kind of handicapped. Okay. Not the moment for fun, Christian. You have serious people in front of you who want to learn this. So we have. See, I already did this mistake. See, so this is the hardest bit because you have to let go and play this here and then go back again. So that's the hardest bit. Okay, so I think you got the message, and I hope you're digesting it, and I hope you enjoy to play this. The easy pieces give you the opportunity to put expression and to enjoy the playing, not just fight with mistakes and fight with the piano, but to actually play it and enjoy to play it, because that's what we want in the end. It's practicing is one part, playing is the other part. That's why there are two different words. Practicing, playing. Playing is for the spirit, practicing is to learn it. And never underestimate the value of playing, to find the joy in after you learned it, to play it and to enjoy playing and not think about anymore about, oh, that wasn't good enough. I'm not just saying this, it's like from a professor of music I really like, Hal Crook. He said that after practicing, play at least 15 minutes for the spirit. That playing piano for you is not always struggle, but it's also playing fun, enjoyment and relaxation, because that happens to a lot of students, that they're struggling with the piano and they cannot but see the piano as the enemy, especially in classical piano where the technical requirements are so high that there's a sort of love-hate relationship to the piano, because it was always the enemy 6 hours a day. So play and enjoy after practicing. See you. Thank you for watching. Take care. All the best from Berlin. Now is the slow replay coming. Subscribe if you like my tutorials. Otherwise, go to hell. See you next time. hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.